Welcome everyone. We're just going to watch a quick video today on do women put men off marriage?
Obviously, we were just talking earlier about marriage and who recently has got married, and actually I think marriage is actually, the statistics of marriage have halved, I think.
Yeah.
Do you think marriage is irrelevant? Is this why why aren't men getting married?
Well, the bottom line is it's a raw deal. For men, it's a really
I tell you what, if looks could kill, look at that.
raw deal. The benefits are heavily outweighed by the dangers and the risks. If you're a man and you divorce, the outcome usually favours women massively. You can end up losing your home, half of your pension, half of your wealth. You can end up not seeing your children. And studies have shown that men are more adversely mentally affected by divorce than women. So, and there's also a lot less.
See, no one will ever talk about that, how men actually can be devastated by uprooting stability. They always say that stability is one of the best things for boys.
Support network in place.
You also say that if a woman gets pregnant for a career choice, and I think that you have used the words that women do get pregnant for career choices, that's what they want to do, that if you were the guy and that you didn't approve or you didn't okay that pregnancy, then you, and you use a term, I didn't like it actually when I read it, it was just like financial abortion, I think you say. Well, I didn't like that, but what that means is that you can say, right, okay, I had nothing to do with this, I didn't ask for it, you've surprised me with it, therefore I've got nothing to do with it, I won't support it.
So that's actually an interesting point, because at the end of the day, ever since Roe v. Wade, the guy has no say as to whether he has the kid or whether he doesn't have the kid.
Well, what I was really saying is I was mooting that as like a hypothetical point to illustrate the fact that when it comes to power, although the illusion is that men have all the power, actually when it comes to kind of personal relationships and relationships between the sexes, women have most of the power.
Well, that's true as well, but obviously babies are made by two people, so shouldn't men just use contraception?
Yeah. Babies are made by two people, but they're decided whether they're created by one person. One person chooses whether that baby's born.
And up. Well, unfortunately, you know, women have the lion's share of contraceptive choices, and once a woman is pregnant, of course, the man has no say, and yet the consequences for his life are lifelong and huge. They have a huge
You can see it on her face. She's like taking some deep breaths.
impact.
That's true, but if he'd taken precautions in the first place, he wouldn't have a baby. So don't men have to just use their brains rather than what's in their pants?
Absolutely, and look.
And straight away she goes back to, are men wearing a condom? Well, they should be wearing a condom. That doesn't mean the female shouldn't be taking one of like 17 or 18 different forms of birth control.
Don't get me wrong, there are plenty of reckless men and plenty of responsible women out there. And of course, not all women get pregnant as a career choice. That was a sample of a study that I was quoting. But, you know, there are instances, like look at Liz Jones at the Daily Mail. She famously stole the sperm from her husband's condom. She violated his choice about fatherhood, and that could have changed his life forever.
Have you been hurt?
Straight away, this blue-pilled cuck doesn't question anything that he just talked about and goes straight into, have you been hurt? Are you bitter? And then look at the face. Look at that smile. She's like, yes, my white knight is here.
No, I'm not. What is it? What started this off? Is this a big revenge trip?
No, not at all. Look, this is just about me being a young man in the modern world. After 50 years of feminism, I am one of the products of that. And, you know, I have 3 wonderful sisters who I love, and my mother I have a great relationship with. My parents are still together. So my personal experience of marriage, you know, is wonderful. But for me, as a young man entering into that, politically, it's just not viable.
So you would never get married?
No. Well, I would do if the laws changed. If I was protected in equal measure to, you know, like perhaps the woman I'd marry, then I would consider it. But at the moment, I mean, let's be honest, marriage is a contract. It's a business deal. And I wouldn't enter into any contract without reading the terms and conditions and being aware of the risks.
So there you have it. And the reason why I wanted to show this video, it's obviously quite a bit older, still obviously quite interesting, is right here. Look, I would have loved to have read some of the red pills and banter and jokes and all the white knights and cucks coming in, but comments disabled. So you tell me what you think about this video. I'm always interested in reading the comments, and it's sad when videos do things like this.